Welcome to PACE Education Abroad's 101 Info Session. This is a mandatory session for all students planning to study abroad. This Abroad 101 Info Session will go over the basics of study abroad for PACE students, what programs are offered, finances, what resources are available to PACE students, and more. This is the first step in taking your study abroad journey. We encourage all PACE students to consider study abroad, and all PACE students have the opportunity to do so if they wish. No matter what your major is or your financial situation, the Education Abroad office will work with you to find a study abroad program that's right for you. Education Abroad has staff on both campuses ready to assist. PACE offers study abroad programs in nearly 50 countries in Europe, South America, Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and the South Pacific. Your toughest decision may be deciding where to go. To be eligible to study abroad at PACE, you must have a minimum 2.5 GPA. Some of our programs have a higher GPA requirement. Make sure you check your selected program's GPA requirement before applying and ensure that you meet all of your academic requirements. You must have completed at least one academic year at PACE before going abroad on a semester program. Transfer students are eligible to study abroad after completing one full semester, fall or spring, on campus at PACE. You must also be a legal adult, 18 years of age, and have a clear disciplinary record. PACE's faculty-led programs may have different requirements, such as certain grade level, prerequisites, or a required interview with the professor before getting admitted. Please ensure that you check all prerequisites and requirements before applying to a faculty-led program. If you have study abroad questions, reach out to our office. If you have academic questions related to a faculty-led program, reach out to the PACE professor directly. So, what kind of study abroad programs does PACE offer? Our longer program options include fall and spring semesters and a full academic year abroad. We offer two types of semester abroad programs, exchange and partner. The main difference between exchange and partner programs is financial. Exchange and partner programs have different institutional aid implications, as well as different application processes. Exchanges are the best option for students who receive considerable institutional aid. We'll outline the differences between exchange and partner semester programs in upcoming slides during this presentation. PACE also offers many short-term study abroad program opportunities. These are great options for students who don't want to be off campus during the semester or can't take too much time away from work or family commitments. Some students do multiple short-term programs while at PACE. We offer many faculty-led programs where you can take a course on campus with a PACE professor during the semester, and then during winter, spring, or summer break, you travel abroad as a class with the professor. The international travel associated with the faculty-led course is 1 to 3 weeks long. Summer study abroad programs are anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks long. There's a wide range of experiences offering you flexibility on when, where, and what you want to study abroad. So how do you choose what program to do? First, think about where you want to go and research programs if you haven't done so already. There are so many study abroad options at PACE. Here are a number of factors that you should consider when deciding which program is right for you. Consider things like the length of the program, the finances, academic offerings, if you want to be more independent or prefer having the support of a group. The most important factor is to consider what you hope to gain from the experience that you can't gain at PACE, academically, personally, and in your future professional life. Speak with one of our study abroad advisors who can help guide you in your decision, and your PACE academic advisor can help too with an academic plan. Let's focus on finances. Part of picking the right program entails understanding the financial implications of your program choice. I will explain what you will be paying and who it will be paid to. For semester abroad programs, students pay all tuition directly to PACE, just as if you were staying on campus for the semester. But students will pay all semester abroad housing costs directly to the institution abroad. Some institutions may use housing services, and if so, they'll direct you to where and how to pay them. Other costs such as airfare, meals, and in-country travel are out of pocket and therefore your responsibility. For some students who choose lower cost destinations abroad, study abroad may actually be less expensive than a semester at PACE because both the cost of living and housing may be cheaper abroad. All students studying abroad, no matter the program type, will also be charged a $100 study abroad fee paid to PACE. This covers a graduation sash to wear at your commencement, embroidered with the flag from the country where you studied abroad, and administrative fees. PACE mandates that students going abroad purchase a PACE-arranged international travel insurance plan to cover them for the duration of their study abroad program. The cost of coverage is added to their PACE student account in accordance with the duration of coverage. As I said earlier, there's a financial difference between exchange and partner semester programs, which we will cover in detail in the next slides. Now I'll further clarify the differences between our two semester program types, exchange and partner. Exchanges are the best option for students who receive considerable institutional aid because our exchange programs allow students to apply all of their PACE institutional aid, meaning PACE scholarships and grants, as well as any federal and New York State aid that they receive towards tuition. Concerning the application process, exchange programs have earlier application deadlines, which is important to remember. With exchange programs, we have a limited number of spots available each semester. For every student PACE sends abroad on exchange, PACE receives a visiting student from the foreign institution in return. So, if the numbers of students exchanged are uneven, exchange spots will be limited. Due to exchange imbalances, there's a strong possibility that not every PACE student who applies to an exchange program will not be accepted to participate on the exchange program of their choice. This means that students who don't get accepted into their first choice exchange program may need to choose a different exchange program or go on a partner program. By comparison, there are no limits on how many students can go on a partner program. However, partner semester programs only allow students to apply up to $12,500 of PACE institutional aid per semester abroad. Again, that's a maximum of $12,500. Let me give you an example. If you receive $15,000 a semester from PACE and you choose to go on a partner program, you'll be forfeiting $2,500 of PACE scholarships and grants during your semester abroad. Any institutional aid that is forfeited during a semester abroad cannot be carried over to the following semester. However, for these partner programs, 100% of students' federal and state aid will apply, plus any scholarships that students receive specific to study abroad is not limited by that $12,500 cap. PACE does not limit the amount of study abroad scholarships you can receive. We encourage you to research and apply for outside scholarships for studying abroad. We have more than 50 scholarships for study abroad listed on our website, which I will show you later in this presentation. We recommend that all students check with financial aid and log into the PACE portal to understand their exact amount of PACE institutional aid before choosing a program, so that you will understand the financial implications of your program choice. Be sure to talk with your family about your study abroad program choice and the financial implications. Here's a summary of which aid, grants, and scholarships can support you for study abroad. PACE Resident Scholar Award does not apply to your housing abroad. PACE Tuition Remission or Tuition Exchange only applies to exchange study abroad programs. Your financial aid automatically applies towards your regular PACE tuition that you will be charged when studying abroad. This includes PACE scholarships and grants, federal and state aid, and outside scholarships you may receive. Financial aid does not apply towards your housing arrangements you have while abroad, nor does it go directly towards any additional costs you may have while abroad, like airfare, cost of living, meals. You can use your financial aid refund to pay for these costs. However, you won't receive your refund until 2 weeks after the start of your semester. Keep in mind, you will probably need to pay for some things in advance, like a housing deposit. If you want to use your refund to pay for these things, you must ask your foreign institution or the housing provider if they will be willing to wait to receive your financial aid refund, which is dispersed about 2 weeks after the start of your semester. Again, this does not mean you cannot use outside scholarships towards your program. This is only referring to your PACE financial aid given to you by the university. For faculty-led programs, if you need additional assistance with financing the program costs associated with the course, families may apply for what's called a Federal Parent Plus loan. Also, you, as a student, may apply for what's called an alternative bank loan. For summer programs, students pay the program tuition, fees, and housing directly to the foreign institution. You will also be charged a $100 study abroad fee paid to PACE, which covers a graduation sash to wear at your commencement, embroidered with a flag from the country where you studied abroad, and administrative fees. You must also purchase the PACE-arranged international emergency insurance to cover your program abroad. For our faculty-led programs, tuition is paid to PACE for the 3-credit course as part of your standard semester course load. There's a program fee for the travel portion of the course that is also paid to PACE, and it covers housing, some meals, and in-country travel related to the trip. International airfare to or from the destination is not included. You will also be charged the $100 study abroad fee paid to PACE that covers a graduation sash to wear at your commencement, embroidered with the flag from the country where you studied abroad, and administrative fees. It's essential to know the full financial picture when it comes to choosing a study abroad program. To give you an idea about costs for each program, you can find an estimated budget sheet on the Cost tab of each program found in the online PACE Study Abroad application portal called Teradata. Here's a sample budget sheet for one of our semester programs. The first itemized cost is your normal PACE semester tuition, which is billed to every full-time student for the semester. The $100 study abroad fee is billed to every student who studies abroad. Everything below billable subtitle are estimated costs of studying abroad in that program. These figures are estimates only and are subject to change. For example, you might find a flight that is less expensive. If you already have a passport, you don't need to pay for a new one. Books and supplies may be cheaper too. Remember that the budget sheet outlines financial estimates which can change. It won't show exactly what you will be billed. If you have questions about what your financial aid will cover for your specific program, screenshot your budget sheet, found on the Cost tab of your program in Teradata, the Study Abroad application portal, and reach out to PACE Financial Aid. Scholarships. Remember that PACE does not put a cap on scholarships related to study abroad. There are over 50 study abroad scholarships listed on our website. You can check right now by scanning the QR code. Some scholarships are available at Pace University through Leuven or Dyson, or you can look at outside scholarships that vary by location and area of study, like the Gilman National Scholarship for Pell Grant recipients. You may apply to as many as you can, and many have different submission requirements like essays, videos, blogs, and more. So please apply, and apply early, because many scholarship deadlines are earlier than PACE deadlines. This is perhaps the most important slide in this presentation. Please take notes or take a screenshot of it. These are the types of PACE classes that you can take and cannot take while you are studying abroad. These guidelines only apply for semester, summer, and academic year abroad programs, not faculty-led programs. For the classes you can take abroad, you are allowed to take your major, minor, and any university core classes while abroad. You are also allowed to fulfill your language requirement classes while abroad. Every PACE student is required to take a lab science course, and you can take it while abroad, but you must ensure that there is also a lab component and it is not just lecture-based. If there is no lab component, then it does not count as a lab science. You are also allowed to take AOKs 2, 3, 4, or 5s while abroad. During a semester abroad, you may carry a course load between 12 to 18 US credits per semester. However, we recommend that you take the standard 15 full-time US credits in order to leave time to experience and adjust to the culture. Some classes you cannot take abroad consist of more than half of your major or minor credit requirements off campus. This includes any courses you may have transferred into PACE. So if you want to take some major or minor courses while abroad, ensure that you don't take more than half. You must also fulfill all PACE prerequisites of a course before taking it abroad. For example, Marketing 201 is the prerequisite for all other marketing classes at PACE. So if you have not taken that course, you are not allowed to take any higher marketing classes while abroad. Please double check all prerequisites. You can't take a class that you have already taken and passed. We know that sometimes students want to retake a class for a higher grade, however, you may not do so during studying abroad. You can't take abroad your AOK 1 or Civic Engagement course. This is the volunteering course all students must take. It is a PACE specific and it cannot be fulfilled outside of PACE. You also cannot take your Learning Community or Writing Enhanced courses because they are also PACE specific. Finally, if you are a Leuven student, you cannot take Management 226, Management 490, Marketing 221, 222, 345, 445, 499, or Accounting 300, and 4 credit internships for Leuven because Leuven requires that courses be taken on campus. Meet with your academic advisor to discuss the flexibility of your academic plan for your study abroad semester. Be sure to ask them any questions about what you are allowed to take abroad so there is no delay with your path to graduation. Throughout the study abroad process at PACE, you'll work with an online platform called Teradata. Teradata is PACE's study abroad portal. It's where PACE's students can search for study abroad programs and learn more about each program. It's also where students will apply for every study abroad program. Teradata is where important study abroad program information is stored, like program prerequisites, academic details, health and safety tips, and budget sheets that outline estimated costs. In Teradata, you'll apply for your chosen program and upload various waivers and other documents. Start by researching study abroad programs in Teradata. Understand which programs best fit both your academic and financial needs. After you find the right program, make sure that it also works for you financially. If you have questions, make an appointment to speak with a study abroad advisor. After you research programs and have a sense of what you want to do, talk with your PACE academic advisor. Discuss the program you are interested in and talk about what classes would be best for you to take during your time abroad. Your advisor can help guide you and give you a list of classes to consider, as well as give you an idea on what the best time to go abroad might be so that you understand how study abroad will fit into your academic PACE path. Next, talk to your family about your interest in studying abroad. Discuss the costs and academics. There are resources for families of study abroad students on our website under the resources section. Please start thinking about and having these discussions early. Apply to go abroad at least one semester ahead. Even better, if you can, start thinking about and planning for study abroad a year in advance. Get your ideas in order and plan your classes. That way, you'll be ready when it's time to enroll in courses and get your visa. Early planning also allows more time to apply for relevant scholarships. Finally, make sure you have a valid passport. Most countries require that your passport is valid at least 6 months after the end of your program. Renew or apply for a new passport as soon as possible, as it can take up to a few months to be processed. If you're an international student at PACE, you must also coordinate with both the PACE Education Abroad Office and PACE's International Students and Scholars Office regarding visa requirements and entry and exit restrictions. Now let's take a look at application deadlines. For our upcoming fall or academic year programs, the deadline for all exchange programs is February 15th, and for partner programs, it is March 15th. Applications for summer programs is also March 15th. The priority deadline for faculty-led programs is April 15th. After April 15th, faculty-led programs will accept applications on a rolling basis depending on program space availability. For upcoming spring semester programs, most of our exchange programs and all of our partner programs in Spain, UK, France, and Italy have a deadline of September 20th to allow enough time to obtain visas. The remaining partner program applications are due on October 15th. The priority deadline for faculty-led programs is November 15th. After November 15th, faculty-led programs will accept applications on a rolling basis depending on program space availability. We want to remind you that the Education Abroad Office will support you before, during, and after your study abroad experience. However, you get out of the experience what you put in. Applying to study abroad does take some extra time and work, but if you put in the work now, you'll have a once-in-a-lifetime experience studying abroad, with a unique experience to leverage in your professional life too. This brings us to the end of this Abroad 101 info session. Thank you for attending this info session, which is the first step to studying abroad at PACE. If you have any more questions, we have a FAQ page on our website, which will give you lots of answers. You can scan the QR code here to access it now. You can also email us at studyabroad@pace.edu, visit our website, and follow us on Instagram. Don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or concerns during any portion of your study abroad process. Now regarding international travel and COVID considerations. All PACE study abroad students are required to have the COVID-19 vaccination and booster. Speak with your PACE academic advisor about a backup plan and enroll in courses at PACE in case your program is canceled due to COVID. Do not make any non-refundable purchases connected with study abroad until told to do so by Education Abroad. Regarding faculty-led programs, we understand you may be hesitant about applying for faculty-led courses due to COVID-19. We recommend that you complete your application for the faculty-led course and also select a backup PACE course on campus. This would protect you in case the evolving COVID-19 situation affects international travel. If a faculty-led course is canceled by PACE due to an ongoing COVID-19 threat, the $500 deposit and any program or study abroad fee paid will be returned to students. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.